Pleased to recognize the Minister.
Thank you so much, Speaker. Today is Human Trafficking Awareness Day, a day dedicated to raising awareness about one of the fastest growing crimes in the world. Human trafficking is a serious crime in Ontario. Often referred to as a modern-day slavery, it involves the illegal trade of human beings through recruitment or abduction by means of force, fraud, or coercion for the purposes of forced labour, debt bondage, or sexual exploitation. It is a vicious crime that shatters lives and creates long-term emotional, physical, spiritual, and mental trauma. Across Canada, women, children, men, and 2 LGBTQIA+ individuals are being trafficked. The most common form of human trafficking in Canada is sex trafficking, but labour trafficking also occurs in a wide range of sectors, such as agriculture work, construction, and domestic work. Unfortunately, the majority of police reports incidents happen right here in Ontario, Speaker, and it's known to happen along the 401 corridor. And these circuits are easily travelled by car. Although anyone can be a victim, young women and girls are particularly vulnerable, especially those from Indigenous, Black, and other racialized communities due to legacy and impacts of colonialism and slavery. According to the latest research by the Canadian Centre to End Human Trafficking, 77% of Canadians are not confident they could recognize the signs, Speaker. That's why raising awareness and learning how to recognize the warning signs of human trafficking is a critical step in prevention. I'm pleased to be here today with my colleague, Ontario Solicitor General, to not only raise awareness, but also share our government's progress on the anti-human trafficking strategy. In 2020, we released our comprehensive 5-year multi-ministry anti-human trafficking strategy. The $307 million plan includes key action to raise awareness, intervene early, protect victims, support survivors, and hold offenders accountable. It is the largest total investment in dedicated anti-human trafficking services and supports in the country, Speaker. We're also increasing community-based services by investing $96 million over 5 years to provide more supports for victims and survivors. This includes $46 million for new community programs, including services led by and for Indigenous people and supports led by survivors. These programs are already in operation and are providing critical supports. We know that children and youth are targeted by human traffickers. We have prioritized community-based programs that focus on protecting them, Speaker. We've launched 2 new specialized intervention teams called Children at Risk of Exploitation Units, which paired child protector workers with police officers to develop relationships with these children, locate them when they are missing, and protect those at high risk of sex trafficking. These multi-sector teams began operating last summer in the City of Toronto and Durham region with an investment of $11.5 million over 3 years. We've also opened 2 specialized residents in Toronto and Durham dedicated to serving children and youth who have been sex trafficked. These licensed residents provide 24-hour supervision, specialized programming, and wraparound supports to respond to the complex trauma experienced by children and youth who have been sexually exploited. In addition, our government has launched new human trafficking awareness tools and resources, like our interactive digital tool for children and youth called The Trap, and our Indigenous-focused awareness campaign, Speak Out, Stop Sex Trafficking. And last year, we released our Keep Students Safe policy, the first of its kind in Canada's education sector, which requires that school boards have a plan in place to protect students. This policy empowers school communities to play a key role in fighting sex trafficking. Speaker, knowledge is power, and we all have a role to play in stopping human trafficking. I encourage all members of this legislature and those at home watching, please use your social media today to help spread the word. Thank you so much, Speaker.